Hi guys, in this video I have a peculiar thing. We have just a div with the letter hover here, and if you use the pseudo class hover, you would expect, independent of any other declarations or selectors that point to the same div, hover would work. But as you can see here, if it works when I hover, the color of the text should turn blue, but that's not the case. And you ask, why is that? That's because you have a selector called hover ID, and that has a greater specificity. It's more specific than the selector over here. And that's very surprising, because intuitively you might have guessed that the selector over here and the pseudo class over here, they are two different things, because this is a static element and this has to do with an action, in this case the act of hovering over the element. But in fact, because of the greater specificity of this selector, it overrides the one over here because it has less specificity. Let's go through it. So we can have these three positions: ID trumps class, which trumps element. So if you have a 1 ID, that's more specific than 1000 class, and 1 class is more specific than 1000 elements. So have a look here. This one has 1 ID, no class and no element. The second one, it has no ID and it has 2 classes and no element. Where did the 2 come from? Well, that's 1 class, and the hover is a second class because this is a pseudo class. So 100 trumps 020. So this selector overrides this one. So the color of the text is red, and the hover action does nothing. If we delete this, now the hovering action works, and we could make this one more specific than this by adding another selector. Adding another class would not work, right? Because ID trumps 1000 classes. So only way to make this more specific than that, without changing the selectors in this one, is to add another ID. So we could do this. Then the hover works. So in this case, the score becomes 120, which trumps 100. Hope this explanation has been clear for you. Well, it has been for me. Thank you for watching.